Hello, Will here, and today we are in Skyrim, and we will be checking out 3 mods. We have a set of new races. We will also have a very nice little small establishment to go and look at. Well, established little village, which I'll go and have a look at, which is still being built, but we're going to go and have a look at it, invade it, plunder it, why not? And also we're going to try and see if we can find some cabins on our lake here. But right, on to the first mod. The first mod is Adventurous Weapon Pack Free Race Pack. Now this was a mod created by me, and it's part of the Adventurous Weapon Pack series. What this one does is this one adds in 7 new races. Now, all the information that you kind of basically need for the races are in the description, so I'm not going to go over it too much here, but the 7 races are basically, they all have their own unique spells and powers. 2 in essence unique, because there's a couple of powers that you can get in game, but there's a reason why I've given them to these races. But they got unique spells, abilities, and they are also designed primarily for specific kind of builds, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to use it for that build. So you could use the person who is built for a magic build to actually use them in combat build rather than magic build, and so on and so forth. So you can have a bit of fun, experiment, and just piss around with it. Now, one thing that I need to note here is that I did obviously just test this with, obviously just did a little quick test on here. Now unfortunately, if you have other mods on that make alterations to character customization, there is a chance that certain aspects of this mod will not work correctly. So certain hairstyles might not load up, certain eye types might not be accessible, certain details like scars might not be accessible, and so in that kind of thing. So you do need to be wary of that. So if you do try this out and then all of a sudden it's like, oh hold on, I can't, this person only seems to have 3 hairstyles, that doesn't make sense, then it will most likely be because you have another character creator mod installed. So you do need to bear that in mind, which I've also just found out myself actually. So don't feel bad if it's like, oh, because I just found out myself as well, and I've just recorded the whole stint, and it's like, oh wait a minute, this thing doesn't work with this lot. Oh crap! But see, I've seen to fix the problem now, so I'm able to show you more detail than in the previous recording. Lucky you. But right, so I'm not gonna go and create a character of each race and show you everything that they can do, this, that, and the other. We're just gonna basically, I'm gonna go for the races, go for their bios, pick a race to make, and then show you at least that first race. So the first race that this mod adds is the Dryad race. Now, the Dryads are the folk of the forest and can be found all across Tamriel, from High Rock down to Black Marsh. They are often mistaken to be in Bosmer due to their similar appearance, but do not be mistaken, as the Dryad are efficient in the use of magic and stealth. So there we are, that is the Dryad race. Next race is the Chinkiniki. The Chinkiniki's origins are unknown and nobody knows from where they hail from. The other races of Tamriel view the Chinkiniki as a parasite race, as the Chinkiniki have seemed to have inherited or stolen traits from the other races of Tamriel. So naturally, the Chinkiniki have the most customizable appearance. Now that's a very hard word to say, customizable, isn't it? But no, they're the ones who had the most kind of like customizable appearance out of all the 7 races. Another thing to note about the Chinkiniki is, yes, they do have higher starting stats. Their health, magic, and stamina are higher than any other of the base races from starting at level 1. But the Takiniki cannot regain or regenerate health, magicka, or stamina by simply wandering off and then waiting for it to recharge. It doesn't do that. Their stats can't do that. So the only way to basically replenish health, magicka, stamina, Whiterun, and all this and all that kind of wonderful jazz is to either use either spells, sleep in a bed, or use potions. So they could make for an interesting kind of play style. The next race is the Kurma. The Kurma, otherwise known as Iron Elves in the common tongue, hail from an archipelago just off the coast of Pioneer. The Kurma do share some similar traits with the Dunmer, despite being more closely related to the Malmer. Due to their more isolated living, the Kurma have incredible durability and make for powerful warriors and have a dexterity to match. So, they're very similar to Dark Elves, but also a little bit different. Right, the next race are the Malkazi. The Malkazi come from the lands of Akavir. All Malkazi are born with the ability to transform into a lycanthrope, and born with a natural resistance to fire. All Malkazi are taught at a young age how to tap into this power of the beast without the need to transform, and combine that power with the inner fire that grants them their resistance. So, beast people, basically. Lycanthropes, they can turn into wells and use fire. The next race is the Rusalka. The Rusalka are natural-born vampires that arrived on Nirn in the Second Era 583, when Tamriel was attacked by the Daedric Prince Marlok Bal. When Marlok Bal's attack was halted, not all the Rusalka were able to travel back to the Daedric realm of Coldharbour, so they remained on Tamriel. So these are just natural-born vampires from Coldharbour, which is where, and Marlok Bal, which is where vampirism kind of originated from in the Elder Scrolls lore. So they are natural vampires. Now, when you use the Vampire Lord power that they have, you do get the weakness to the sun. But if you run around in the sun as a Rusalka, like as they are on the screen now, they have no weakness to the sun. So you get that bonus that you can run around in the daytime and you'll be absolutely fine and dandy. Seramun. The Seramun are magical prodigies, but nobody knows exactly where they came from. Some say they came from Riverside itself, and others say that they came to life via the moons. In the common tongue, the name Seramun roughly translates to Sailors of Moonlight, giving more credibility to the theory that their origins are linked with Massa and Secunda. So kind of a bit like a cheat, really. And a very moon-heavy race. And they're Sailors of Moonlight. Huzzah. So obviously these are going to be more like your magic people. And the final race that's added by AWP v3 are the Tigra. The Tigra branched off the Khajiit many years ago. They lived in isolation on a small island west of the Elsewhere coast. In that time, the Tigra honed their skills in close range and long range combat. The Tigra have a taller structure compared to their standard Khajiit counterparts. So obviously due to limitations, there's obviously only so much I can do, so the Tigra themselves are very similar customized options to the Khajiit, but they do have a few new fur colours, but in the ways of their actual body height, they are actually quite tall compared to the other races. So, and I think the Tigra themselves are the tallest race out of all the new races that have been made. So, we're going to create a race. We are going to have a look at the Chikiniki. So the ones with the most customizable options. So obviously, yeah, you can have male, female, doesn't really matter. Bada bing, bada boom. The matter presets, there are no presets. Now the reason why there's no presets is all down to hair color. For some reason, I couldn't get the hair colors to work if the race had presets, so I had to delete them. Why that is, no idea. Some stupid bug problem, I'm guessing. But they do have a nice large selection of skin tones, so you can mess around with their skin color a little bit. So you can get them to look more human if you want to, but you can also get them to look a bit more dark elf, or a bit more kind of a little bit orcish or high elfish. Yeah. So you can kind of mess around with it, or kind of follow a bit more the red guard, for example. So we're gonna go slightly blue. Weights is still the same. Right. So next we're gonna just put the complexion down. Why not? Dirt. No changes to dirt, because dirt is dirt. Who gives a crap about dirt? Because dirt is dirt. So scars, again, still going to have the basic scars. Bada bing, bada boom. We'll just give her a scar there. There you go. Now, some of the races, or some genders specifically, will have new options for war paints, but not all. Only some. But we're just going to give her... Actually, we're going to give her this one, and we're going to paint it... I don't know, go... kind of... that kind of purple. There you go. Boom. This lot hasn't been altered here. So a lot of the stuff in the ways of like heights, like nose heights, eye heights and stuff like that, you can't really mess around with them in the creation kit all that much. So they haven't been altered, because you can't really mess around with them all that much. So eyes, we'll give her some eyes. What kind of eyes are we going to give her? I don't know, we're going to give her... okay, give her those, and give her some eye colours. So we've got some violet eyes, we've got some vampiric eyes. Oh, you go a bit further down. You go just completely blind. But we're going to give her... we're going to give her some vampire eyes, why not? And then we're just going to... and then just mess around with this a little bit, bada bing, bada boom, give some eye colour, eye shadow, why not? Just slightly, I don't know, that, and then eye tint, there you go, eye tint, whatever works. Brow type, meh, brows are brows. Now, since this is a female, she will have access to some new lip colours as well. Now, the new lip colours are only accessible to the female gender. The male gender can't have new lip colours, but most of the female new races in the ways of the female genders can have new lip colours. So as you can see, we got a whole bunch of new lip colours here. Look at all those lovely colours. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go. Yeah, we'll go for that, why not? Then we're just going to give her some new hair. So we got... we'll just give her... I'll give her that hair. Now, we've also got a good old selection of hair colours. Lots of hair colours. What did Chikiniki? I think the Chikiniki has the most options for hair colours, I think. If I can remember correctly, that's how I set it up. And we're gonna give her... we'll give her some blue hair, there you go. Give her some blue hair. But right, so that's it for the customization. Now it's gonna give her a name. We're just gonna call her T, because why not? So right, so that's her now created. Obviously she's got no clothes at the moment, because we're here. But there you go, there is our Chikiniki. So, if we have a look at the skills of the Chikiniki, as you can see, Magicka 250, Health 250, Stamina 250. So, very good starting health, Magicka and Stamina for the Chikiniki at level 1. But you do have to remember, is none of those can regenerate on their own. And they have to be replenished in different ways. Via potions, spells, or resting. And they're also going to have a bit of a bonus start to destruction, alteration, a little bit to one-handed, a little bit to archery, light armor, sneak, and illusion. So, you know, a good all-rounder in Chikiniki. But we can also go have a look at the carry weights. Now the carry weight is still 300, so not increase on carry weight there. And if we have a look at magic, well, we got a lot of stuff going on with Chikiniki here. So we have harvest. If target dies within 5 seconds, fills a soul gem. Targets that fail to resist are paralyzed for 5 seconds. Absorbs 100 points of health per second from the target. So you are literally harvesting the life of that person, just ripping it from their body. Parasite race. We also have the Chikiniki Eye. Now this basically gives you, effectively, it allows you to see in the dark, makes you invisible, gives you the muffle enchantment, and also allows you to see basically life. So you can see where people are, the Dremora are, the automatons are, you can see where they are. So quite a powerful spell as well, actually. Not an offensive spell, but quite a powerful spell in its own right. And then we also have Reaping. So we have absorbs 20 points of health per second, absorbs 20 points of magicka, and absorbs 20 points of magicka. Now I'm pretty sure that might be a bug. I'm not 100% sure. I will check into that, but it's because of what Reaping is supposed to be. Is 20 points of health, 20 points of magicka, and 20 points of stamina. That's how much it's supposed to absorb for however long you're using it for. So I will have to have a look into that. This is already for something else. This was for a test for something else, just in case. Restoration doesn't have anything else. And active effects, we have their ability is Dread Soul. So they can breathe underwater, they can resist poison, resist magic, resist disease, and resist damage. Now these aren't 100%, but I think resist damage was like 20%. This was like 20%. This was like 20%. But the resisting disease and resisting poison were 100%, or at least 90%. So they're very resistant to all that kind of stuff. But that's the general gist. That's kind of like how each race kind of works. There's different customization options, and you'll have their own different abilities, powers, spells, different kind of starting stats, assigned kind of builds, but not necessarily needing to be used for any kind of specific build. But if you wanted to have a look at this mod for yourself, try it out yourself, mess around with some of the new races, you know, have a bit of fun, why not? I will leave a link in the description below for you to download for yourself to give it a try out. There will be a port of this released on Xbox soon, as I have done that with the other previous AWPs. But I'm just letting it run for a few days. I'll look to see if anyone else reports any kind of bugs or anything like that, so then they can be fixed. And then further down the line, probably within the next week or something like also, there will be a port of this also uploaded to Xbox. But right, that's enough of this mod. Now on to mod number 2, which for that we need to go to Whiterun. So I'll see you outside of Whiterun. Alright, here we are with mod number 2, which is Riverside Small Town by MC Cat 2. So I believe it's just literally just over here. I believe. There we go, Riverside Village. I don't know where the river is. I mean, unless they're planning to put a river in at some point. I mean, there's a bit of a stream. I don't know, it's a tiny river. but yeah, so this is the village by MC Cat 2. So what this does, just obviously what it does, it just adds in a very small little, basically just a small little tiny village. in the out in the tundra, which on the map, as you can see, it's here. So it's kind of it's quite far northwest of Whiterun. But so obviously where you got the stream that comes down here, and it's just that by this part of the lake, kind of river end here. All right. Now, the buildings, the actual farmhouses are obviously borrowing the textures from the Julia's farmhouse mod that I've got running as well. So so obviously it will become compatible with some other mods. We've got a guard, we've got another guard, we also got Sardine Ken. So they do mention about the Facebook glitch, and I have actually sent. I don't know if because I think they said that this is kind of made by them and their brother. I think I'm not 100% sure. You'll have to. If MC Cat sees this, you'll have to let me know if that's the case. But yeah, but I've also did send you a link to a video that I made that explains how to basically fix the Facebook glitch. So, you know, obviously for now we could deal with that. That's not a problem. You know, I'm gonna guess they're sort of still fairly new to modding. Did you just say something? I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, obviously they're still they're kind of obviously most likely probably kind of newish to modding, or at least on PlayStation. So obviously, you know, hopefully this is something that they'll eventually fix. So, but for now, obviously we can live with it. But so yeah, so we obviously got some what looks like a blacksmith.
Good afternoon.
So yeah, so you know.
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Yeah, you know, she just works like any other kind of blacksmith. There's got, you know, a bunch of stuff there. Got some apparel here and miscellaneous stuff. We've got bowstring apparently. You know, so you know, so you got a fully functioning blacksmith here. You got Sadine's house. We also have Ben's house. Who else we got? Goron's trader. Is that a Zelda reference? To me that seems like a Zelda reference, but I might be going mad. Probably most likely going mad. I mean, they got a lot of guards here. I don't know why they have so many guards. There's no dragons. I mean, you got a couple of mammoths over there. That could be an issue, I suppose, isn't it? We got our own little lumber mill. Nice little lumber mill. And then we got what we got there. Fanger's house. It's apparently in. He's apparently in. Oh, no, that door doesn't work. Oh, so her door doesn't work. Now, obviously, there is probably more likely going to be like a little bit where that still needs to be done, but I think this is kind of like a partially a work in progress kind of mod. So I mean, obviously they may, you know, obviously looking at this is obviously, yeah, they're gonna probably need to do some work to the landscape a little bit, and you know, fix it, you know, lower the landscape some areas. Like here, for example, you're gonna need to lower the landscape because the problem is, as soon as I did that, I've sunk into the ground. I've lost my legs. Where are my legs? I don't have any more legs. They're all gone. Oh God, my legs. you know, so you're gonna come across obviously a couple of little problems here and there like that, but these are fairly easy fixes. But there was also actually a little inn up here, so that I can't get to. Okay, we're going this way. Whoop. And lazy drink. Well, we all do like a lazy day and a lazy drink. So let's go. I'm not going to look in every single building. This is just a quick little overhaul review. So I like the idea. The idea is definitely there. Does it need some work? Yes, obviously. But, you know, it's just little things. So, like, you know, this obviously, I'm going to guess that they're going to make updates to this over time as they learn a bit more and sort of get used to doing certain things and how certain things work and stuff like this and stuff like that. I'll give a little overview at the end. But we're gonna have a look in the lazy drink, and because houses are gonna be houses, I'm interested to see what's in the lazy drink. So let's go and have a look.
Let me know if you want anything.
All right.
Think I got the
So we are in the lazy drink. Who we got? We got Ben Caro, Drake the Retired, Ronia. What else we got? Oh, you are. I'm terribly sorry. Oh, you look like a moustached lady. But it's just Facebook. Croya? But no, to me, from a distance, it's like because unfortunately the bloody glitch that's going across her face there is the same color as her hair. And obviously, when you want whatever you color your hair is in this game is what color your beard and mustache is. So from distance, it looks like it looks like she's got a bit of a mustache going on. But you know, so obviously got an in, and fine clothes. So looking down at that, I'm gonna guess that this has been based off the Sleeping Giant. I can't escape the Sleeping Giant inn. Why is it when I ever go into an inn, it's always so similar to the Sleeping Giant inn if it's a different inn? My God, I can't escape it. Then we just got obviously this your basic stuff here. It's your basic inn, basically. Yeah, obviously it does appear to be basically it is like a cut and paste job, but I do cut and paste jobs as well. I just alter the interiors a little bit afterwards with bits designing with like what stuff there is. But apart from that, structural wise, I do the same thing, and I've been modding for quite a few, and I've been modding for a few years now. So I ain't gonna criticize them on a cut and paste because I still cut and paste. Mainly because I'm just too lazy to build it myself. Because screw it. But anyway. But yeah, so you know, just a little look. Yeah, I didn't want to go look at everything, but it's just a little overview look of this Riverside town. And so yeah, does it need work? Yes, of course it does. A lot of mods still do, you know. So yes, it does need work. You know, the landscape obviously needs re-altering a little bit, you know, that kind of thing. The landscape needs re-altering. For in here, for example, obviously there's a bit of a gap there that needs to be sort of like kind of basically covered up, so so you don't see the light coming in through. Obviously the grey face bug needs to be fixed. You know. Hold on. Hold on.
The dragonborn comes, for the darkness has passed, and the legend
Who's singing?
yet grows.
Is it you?
You'll know the dragonborns come.
You know what? That is the first time I've ever heard an actual male bard singing. Golly shit. But yeah, so yeah, obviously there are a few things that need to be fixed up, and a few things that need to be done. But overall, I like the idea. It's a nice little addition. When it's more completed, I think it'd be a nice little addition. Just a little small village, just off the beaten path, or on the main road, because I think it might be kind of on one of the main roads actually, a little bit. Just a little bit off the main road. But yeah, so I might come back to this one if they continue to work on it and give it a few updates. I might actually come back and revisit this place at some point in a future video. But if you want to have a look at this for yourself, or if you want to basically let MC Cat 2 know of any bugs you come across with this mod or anything like that, or ways to help them improve this mod, I will leave a description link to the mod itself below, because in the description to this mod is a link to their Discord server, so you can then copy that link, go to Discord, join their Discord, and give them some feedback. So that's going to be it for mod number 2. And so again, this was Riverside Small Town, by MC Cat 2. So we're going to move on to the final mod of this video, which for that we need to go off to Lake Altar, because we are going to buy ourselves a nice little lake house to retire in. Alright, and here we are with the final mod of the video, which unfortunately it's bloody raining. God damn it. Anyway, we are here with Cabins on the Lake by 2019 FX BB? I might have written this down wrong. It's either FX BB or FX 66. I'm pretty sure it's 2019 FX BB. So if I've got that wrong, terribly sorry. But right, so what this does is this basically just adds, as you can see, adds a bunch of cabins onto a small area around on Lake Altar. I don't know if this is part of it. I think I think at least this. Well, this was obviously most likely already here because it's fully added in by the fishing bloody creation club. As you can see, we got obviously, as you can see here, we got a bit of a road coming up this way, going across a bridge and taking us onto a small island, which is this little bit of island here. Now, lucky enough, the map marker for it is already on your map, so you can fast travel there straight away. Which, unfortunately, this is all one big long word: Cabino de Lake Cabins. Obviously, unfortunately, I think they forgot to put spaces in their letters. But it's cabin on the lakes, lake cabins. Wow, cabin on the lake cabins. Something doesn't make sense there. Anyway, not to worry about grammar, because visually looks very nice. Now, I think this is another one that I think might still be kind of a work in progress. It's still kind of a work in progress, or they just haven't updated the description. One or the other. But so far it looks fairly functional. And then you got a little bit of a stable here for yourself. And we got a cabin on the lake. Kinda have to say, kinda like no shit there. We also have June. Hello, June.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you.
Oh, but Joan is a housecarl. Follow me, Joan. Follow me. Oh, so we get a new housecarl in the way of Joan. Hello, Joan. We go to here. We also have Luna, another housecarl. Will you follow me, Luna?
Looks like you've already got someone with you.
It appears that my multiple follower system is not working. Oh well. Wait. How the hell does that work? They kind of melded together. This isn't Dragon Ball. You can't fuse. You only glitch. Joan of Arc. Anyway. That's not the mod, that's the game. That's Skyrim being Skyrim. Oh, my joke. I've completely forgot there's a cabin over here. Whoa. Nice big cabin over here and all. It's another cabin on the lake. So I think they're all just going to be called Cabin on the Lake. I don't think they're going to have any like kind of unique names. Which, personally, I think, but I would have liked it if they had their own names rather than all just being called a cabin on the lake. But you win some and you lose some, don't you? But yeah, so on the outside, I mean, yeah, it could possibly do a bit more. Man, like here, I don't know if they're planning to put. Well, technically, it's designed to be an archery range, so you probably wouldn't really want too much here, actually, would you? Yeah, but yeah, outside, it's aesthetically pleasing. It's not too overly cluttered. But you got a nice bit of greenery going on, so you can't really argue all that much. And then you also got your own little swim spot. The hell? What's in the box? Holy God! I found a hoard. Why? Okay, some of this stuff I can understand. 50 ebony ingots, alright. 500 giant's toes. They're a little bit excessive, but fair enough. Gold ingots, iron ingots, leather strips, lockpicks. A ton of petty soul gems. Quicksilver, malachite, moonstone, silver ingot, steel ingot, and then wheat. 500 wheat. What the hell am I going to do with 500 wheat? Apart from make the world's biggest loaf of bread. Okay, so I don't know exactly what that's there for, but, it's there. I mean, there's nothing else here, I don't think. No. Just a nice little bridge. Alright. So, yeah, so you got some random chest there for some reason. I'm not sure what that's all about. And if we come over here, we got ourselves a smelter, tanning rack, wood chopping block. You got all your stuff for smithing. And sparks. Hello, sparks?
Need something?
Well,
looks like you've already got someone with
I
you.
would, but my mod for follower system doesn't seem to appear to be working. Unless I don't have that mod anymore, but I'm pretty sure I still do. But we got sparks anyway, who's also a follower, a couple of chests. But yeah, you got all your stuff for your smithing that you need. So, we're going to have a look at one in the cabins. I don't know which one we're going to look at. I'm not going to look at the small one. Screw the small one. And you know what? We're going to look at this one here. The one that's got like the most. Actually, they both got quite a lot of greenery. But anyway, we're going to look at the west cabin. Alright. Oh, you got some more people. You got Electra. What? It got yeah, it's not a ton in here at the moment. It's not a ton of stuff in here, but you got some weapon racks and weapon plaques. You also have Camilla. Hello, Camilla.
What can I do for you?
I don't know. Do you actually do it? Do you do
Did
anything?
you need something?
I don't know if Camilla's supposed to do something, or she's just a random NPC. Lecturer, follower,
All right, then.
Edgord.
Did you need something?
Doesn't appear to do anything at the moment. What we got behind here? Stairs. Well, look upstairs in a minute. Ooh, I'll go down here first. Ooh, mage stone, thief stone, warrior stone, chest, weapon racks. Ooh, okay, quite a large storage area. Nice. So you got your alchemy lab, arcane enchanter, staff enchanter, more weapon racks as well. Now it does say in the description about them trying to get they still need to get basically the mannequins activated and all this and all that wonderful jazz. So yeah. But you got plenty of storage for your weapons, your armors. You got all your crafting stations you need. You got the main guardian stones in your basement. Just pluck them right off the hill and put them in your basement. And if you go upstairs, we have a bedroom. Now, is it me or does that bed look bigger than usual? Ah, is it? Is that bigger? Is that? Yeah, that's gotta be bigger than normal. It's either the bed's bigger than normal or I have shrunk. But obviously up here we got you got your bedroom. Some more weapon plaques, weapon racks, some more mannequins that still need to be activated, but they're there ready. And nice little open fireplace. Got your wardrobes. With a knife. We got a knife. Watch out, he's got a knife. There, so you got your wardrobe for a bit more storage. You come over here, we got map of dragon burials, you got a dragon stone, you got a nice big map of Skyrim over here. You got a ton of books. I think these are all the skill books actually by the looks of it, in the way of their values. It looks like these are all the skill books there. Even more here. Holy crap, I didn't realise there was so many money. And more skill. Oh my god, that's a lot of skill. Well, you got all the skill books. Rise of War's Blade, Book of the Dragonborn. 1,500 copies of the Ogma Infinium. I don't know if anyone needs that many, but screw it. You've got that many. But yeah. So all in all, you know, not a bad start. I mean, yeah, obviously, yes, it could probably do with a bit more decoration, a bit of fine tuning here and there, kind of thing, you know. Bada bing, bada boom, you know, yeah. That's kind of apparent. But again, I think they're still working on this as well. So I think they've still got some things that they're trying to work out and wanting to learn how to do and all that kind of stuff, basically. But, you know, as a starting project, yeah, not bad. Just needs a bit more work, a bit more polish to it. But I do like it. I do like the fact that the outside part of it as well. You know, is that you know it's very woodland kind of style of outside, and it does actually look quite pretty outside. I will say. Have also realised that Joan hasn't followed me. She's already kind of left me. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm kind of scary looking. But yeah. So if you want to have a look at this mod for yourself, I will leave a link in the description below. And this is Cabin on the Lake by 2019 FX BB. So this is another one that I may return to further down the line because I'm intrigued to see what else they do. Because, you know, two of the cabins, they're very large spaces. They seem to be very large buildings that you can do a lot with. So I'm intrigued to see what they do if they release any updates. But right, so that's going to be it for this video. So in this video we have the Adventurous Weapon Pack V3 Race Pack created by myself, which there will be a link in the description below if you want to try that mod out for yourself. We also had Riverside Small Town by MCCat2, which again, there will be a link in the description below to that mod, as well as you can find a link to their Discord in the description of that mod. So why not sign up to their Discord, help them out. And we also have Cabin on the Lake by 29FXBB, which again, there will be a link in the description below to this mod as well. So, if you enjoyed this video, why not leave a like, and why not subscribe to the channel? I've got plenty of more Skyrim videos for you to check out. We've also started a series on ESO, which that will be continuing fairly soon as well. We also started a Skyrim narrative with Isra Sierra, which I will have another video of that one out soon as well. But you know, you can also leave comments below to any mods that you want me to have a look at. You know, yeah, little mod suggestions and stuff like that, and all that kind of stuff helps. Because sometimes it can be a bit difficult to find mods on PlayStation, because it's either they're very small changes and sort of like kind of not amazingly good for mod reviewing, or into ways of how I do my mod reviews, at least anyway. Or it's just basically just flooded with things that just aren't actually all that interesting, to be honest. Or the pictures are clickbait and kind of pointless. I'm looking at a particular person here for that who's quite notorious for that shit. and it's annoying because they don't never respond to anyone and can't take criticism. But anyway, but if you want to keep up to date with what mods I'm working on or what videos will be coming to the channel later on, again, you can subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with what videos are coming out. But if you want to keep up with mods that I'm working on, or if you want to ask me any questions about the modding process or anything like that at all, there will be a link in the description below to my Discord. And so you can join me on my Discord. You can leave questions for me about the modding process. But I also have other modders like Oral Corj or Cyan49, Bberry of A, and a couple of other modders also on my Discord. So if I don't know the answer, then maybe one of those will. But right, so that's enough of me waffling on like an old man. It's time for me to get out of here. So until next time, I'll see you all later.